Well, hello everybody. Greetings from Fairfield. Welcome back to the channel. You might notice a little change, as if something's amiss, but I can't quite put my finger on it. Let's try it a little further. Woo!
Ooh.
Well, welcome back to the channel. You know, Miss Kinder is still out, and I want to first and foremost thank everyone for their thoughts and prayers, comments in our last video. That really brightened her day. And so, well, we're not exactly sure when she'll be back, but today, well, I'm taking advantage of that free child labor.
Hi.
This is so much better. Holy moly. You know, I mean, this house went 125 some odd years before they kind of blocked this staircase with a railing. And for anybody, you know, worried about, you know, needing a railing here, you know, at some point, if that's ever needed, but we'll just attach something here. Little come up this way rather than sort of messing with its original design. But you would have, when you weren't coming in off the carriage, you would have come up this way and then come up the staircase. Like, you don't really need a rail. But well, you know, she needed one, and well, we don't. This wasn't making for the most exciting video for this week. It was definitely a lot harder than, well, I thought it would be. All right. Back to work on our staircase. Can't really proceed until I get this thing removed. And need to be careful with this because, well, we don't want to damage the newel post, and we don't want to damage that original post there. And we also don't want to damage the step, even though, so this bottom step was added, so that top step there would have been your carriage step, but we're really used to this, and I have a feeling that if I remove that, yeah, we're going to be falling quite a bit. So that's going to remain, that step there is going to remain there for a while, and then so we don't want to damage that. And so, but the rest of this, $5 Menards special there, off the shelf balustrades, don't match anything, so we don't need to keep those. And the railing's too short to use over there anyway. No point in keeping that. So we're gonna try some quick demolition and cut those off, because I'm assuming we got screws on the sides there or nails that go into that. And so I think if we can cut this rail off, cut those balustrades out of the way, we should be able to get to what's there with minimal damage.
You can always hear me singing this song. Show me the way to go home.
All right, a little slow going. Having a hard time finding these screws on the newel post. I used a magnet to find where the screws were so I could pull them out. Had one on each side there, but the post still wasn't coming out, and it's loose. It's looser, and then it looks like they cut a hole in that board. And then when I looked up underneath, I see another screw. It must be sort of notched out. I forget what you call that little trick, but I think that's going to be the ticket.
I had a little drink about an hour ago, and it's gone right through my head.
so our holdup not only was that screw down there, those two screws, but they also drove 3 4-inch torque screws in there and sort of buried them down in the down in that board. And so the threads, or the head on that, was totally stripped out, so it made it hard to pull. So, but now we're gonna have to either plug that hole up or just maybe just replace that bottom step, because it's cracked there anyway. So, but got the newel post out with very minimal damage, and so that will be that'll be a nice fit. I'm kind of glad that there was actually extra down there, because I was worried about that being a little too short. So we will run that over there and see how it'll fit. Ta-da! This is going to be so much better. It lines up perfectly. Perfect height. Perfect size too. But that's going to have to, that project's going to have to wait. As much as I'd like to start a new project today, we got to calculate our angles and figure out the balusters for this railing, which we got to dig out of the carriage house. But before we do all that, I actually got contacted by someone who was going to show us a house that just came on the market. And so today we're going to share a little of that house history and the connection between this house and another house. Today we're here to take a look at a house that belonged to Iowa State Senator George W. Paul, who also happens to be the father of our second house owner. And built in 1880, it recently came on the market. So we're here to take a tour, and let's flip this around and show you what we're looking at. That's some cool roof cresting there. I don't know if that's original or not. I'll have to see if I can find some old pictures and see. But oh, there used to be a staircase there. Most of the outside looks fairly original. In really nice shape, considering how old it is. I don't know all the history. It does have a Wikipedia page. Whatever points of reference that I mention throughout the tour will likely come from that source. Let's see. While we're waiting for the realtor, who happens to be the same realtor that actually sold us our house. And so he recently contacted me telling me that the house was for sale. I was really curious. Always been curious with the family history and all. And so it's pretty big place. Oh, there used to be a staircase there. Full of lightning rods on top. And one there, one over there. Wonder if it's prone to get lightning, or when they were doing electrical experimentation.
It's alive! It's alive! It's alive! It's alive! It's alive!
Actually, there's 2 more over here. 4, 5. There's like 5 lightning rods up there. Wow. Some really cool decorative corbels up there. This place would probably make for a really cool Airbnb, or really neat place for like a wedding venues and stuff. There's lots of room over here. So this is the on the other side of the house. Not a big fan of all the ivy. I know people kind of like it. Not the best for your siding. Paint, insects, bugs, getting in your walls. This here is probably an add-on at some point, but pretty cool. Oh, take a look at this tree back here. This is neat. Check this out. That is cool. Interdimensional. Wow. That is cool. That is one big monster. Maybe we could teleport in time. That'd be cool. That'd be really cool. That hole, I don't have anything for scale. Looks like a giant shoe print. That gotta be 7 foot opening. That thing's huge. It looks like it's been listed on the National Historic Registry. 1876. Zillow had it listed at 1880. W.C. Paul. This is pretty cool. I wonder if that's original. That's really neat. I would assume it works. It does. That's cool. Really cool wraparound porch here. That can't be good. Really cool wraparound porch here. Future Rich here. So we're about to go inside the house. I'm actually editing the video, and well, that can't be good. Wanted to pre-warn you. That for the horrors that you were about to witness. See, though I'd seen the pictures on Zillow, I had no idea what was in store for it. So I kind of want to ease you into this a little because, well, a lot of the old house charm is no longer old house charm. It's, you know, there's a good example of why renovating a house, especially in the 1980s, was a bad idea. And so not only that, like, I do move around quite a bit and pretty quickly. I probably just trying to get my eyes off of it, and so you know, wanted to move on to the next thing. And so apologies in advance if I move a little too fast there, because it was horrifying. It's under the staircase. Again, matching, same matching hardware on that. Oh, it has a little light in there. Mm-hmm. Why is that on? Weird. Somebody left hot sauce out for the little. Oh, there's a switch.
Oh.
There's a switch.
Okay, turn that off.
That's some Mickey Mouse stuff right there. Holy cow. Wow. You know, it's really kind of hard to tell what's original here and I told her it was a shame that everything was painted white. The Adventures of Egg and Dart. We had this funny story. It'd be this chicken whose nickname is Egg, and this puppy, his name is Dart. And they go on farm adventures, and we call them the Adventures of Egg and Dart. This is what the door should look like. Some bead and barrel, except there was a sale on white paint. And according to the National Historic Registry, that wood grain was a faux wood grain, so that was painted on. And so unfortunately, if all the woodwork was like that, stripping that white paint would basically ruin and you'd lose that original finish. Really cool hardware. Just the hardware on the pocket door. And somewhere, where did I see they painted those? I saw some really cool old hinges somewhere. Was it those? Those. They're likely not original. They're a little too shiny new. There's no patina, and those are definitely the wrong screws to be period appropriate. Those would be original. So these are Japan finish, so 1850s to 1920s. Don't understand why you'd have the laundry room on the first floor when your bedrooms are on the second floor, but there you have it. And probably a small half bath. Not tiny. Tiny. Likely not what this room was. What would this be? The dining room, I guess?
Yeah.
This would be the dining room. Well, the kitchen was definitely an add-on. The question would be, where was the kitchen originally? Basement. Yeah, pretty weird pizza oven. Not exactly sure what that would have been. If it was closed up or because we're in the basement, that would be underground. So not exactly sure what we're looking at there. But if you have any ideas of what it could be, drop them in the comments. And there's the other problem for the smell in the house, open drain. So that can't be good. Oh, well, here's the other problem. Got an open window here. That's weird.
And that looks really
All the hardware has been completely painted. So you can't move it or do it at all. But why in the world would you want that for a closet? I don't understand. Here. Doesn't make any sense. It's like super narrow in here. So, all of the bedrooms, another bedroom, Another transom window in the closet. All the closets have transom windows. They line this one with cedar. It's got some great views. And then another bedroom. Lots of bedrooms. Another transom window into a closet. And oh, this isn't really much of a ballroom at all.
No.
It's literally just attic space.
Yeah.
Wow.
Nasty space.
Yeah, it had plaster on this side at one time. And I just realized when we were downstairs on the first floor, we didn't. I didn't film any in this extra room that I thought was an add-on. And back here we had the original barn that the Historic Registry said that was built in 1885, and it wasn't torn down until 2017. It's a darn shame. That's where the Iowa Barn Foundation comes in. And special thanks to the Ball family that sent me this picture of the family. Had a hard time finding it because they removed that staircase that was here. And so we had the family just right out front here, over 100 years ago. But yeah, we got all the same decorative porch work there, and so this is where they were. Now, if I were to keep going back in the Ball family history, I tracked that all the way back down to Virginia, which is where Mr. George Ball was born, and further back than that, his father Joseph Ball. And there's another Ball in between, and that leads us then to his mother, Mary Ball. And if that name sounds familiar, if this picture looks familiar, well, that's because she was also the mother of, well, this guy. The plaque out front, that was a little confusing because the house originally was built and owned by William C. Ball, and that would have been our house owner's uncle. His brother was George, and he purchased it from William in 1896. Same year our house was built. And William, well, he moved up the street. And so we're going to take a walk down there. We're going to take a look at William's second house. All right, well, here we are. Look a little familiar. Don't know all the history here, but this here was Mr. William C. Ball's house after he sold it to the other house to his brother in 1896. And so he lived here until his death in 1924. And then it was passed down to his daughter, who lived in the house, died in the house, up until about 1949. And the paint scheme is pretty similar to ours, too. It's like a little mini-me. And the house just recently sold, so congratulations to the new owners. There you have it, the W.C. Ball house. Oh, we got one more stop to do. And that's to check up on our daughter, and she's going to show us what she's been up to and, show off her latest project. Hey kiddo, what you doing?
I'm finishing up a project.
Oh yeah?
You want to see?
Yeah, you want to tell us about it?
Yes.
So the bloom and grow letters, I filled those in, and this hill with all these vines, I did primarily all of it, including the yellow dots and the white dots on the dome. I helped a little bit with a couple of these red dots on the bushes. I mostly did detail work, more so than anything, and a lot of the yellow dots on the main And I did more yellow dots on the trees up there. And it's a night and day difference, don't you think? On the sides, I helped block out some colors for the other people who were helping this. And that's the city side on the opposite side of the street. I again helped fill in some of these letters. I also did that corn and those yellow dots on that tulip. I also did the kind of cream dots on the courthouse, along with the dots on the bushes, and the gazebo top, I helped dot that in as well. And yep, more red berry bushes I did. I also helped paint the library, and I did the yellow dots on these trees. I did the yellow dots on the train carts on most of the sides, I believe. And I helped detailing with these flowers. Kind of cool, don't you think? The milkweeds that's on all the sides I did do as well. The pink dots with white petals. I forgot to mention that earlier. But I also did some of the stars on the street side, as well as the day side. I did some of these white dots on here. I also helped with the water tower and the grass dots as well. I also did the sun rays up there. See? I did that. It's quite cool, isn't it? I think I helped with some of the clouds up there. I know I didn't get a good shot of them, but still.
Well, that was fun. I want to thank Fairfield Realty for letting me go down and check out that house. That was quite fun. Not exactly what I was expecting, but you know, it is what it is. Hopefully somebody will come along, somebody crazy enough like me, and want to put that back historically accurate. But you know, I'd start with those carpets. Get them carpets out of there. Maybe you luck out and get some nice hardwood floors. But that would alleviate a lot of the problem in there. Those things probably haven't been changed since 1985. But anyway, hey, here's our tree. When we had our tour, a lot of people were asking where the tree was. 2 houses down. So, but I'll leave the links for the house and the Wikipedia pages all down in the comments down there. So if anybody's interested in checking it out, you can reach out to Fairfield Realty, and they'll show you around. So, but in the meantime, that's probably about all we'll have time for this week's video, kids. And so, you know, maybe we'll have that staircase finished up in time for next week's video. But in the meantime, this is where we are. Hey, look, it's dark and scary back there. I don't think we'll have much time left on the video, so I think we'll be ending it there. So until next time.